Esta es la historia de Marcelo y su familia. Marcelo tiene 14 años y vive en una casa grande con su abuela, su papá, su mamá, su hermanito, su tía y su primo. Es una familia ocupada, pero feliz. Hola, my friend! That sounds like an interesting story. So many people in one house. That might be a lot of mess and a lot of cleaning up. Can't wait for the rest of Marcelo's story, because this story will be our lesson for today. This lesson, Los quehaceres de mi familia, my family's chores, is about how family members help at home. Why, you may wonder? Well, because part of family life is sharing the different spaces in a house, as you learn in Spanish 1. And also because someone has to keep it clean. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to talk about your family's chores and how often they do them. Make sure you have a copy of page 4 from the PDF to take notes about what each character does as you follow the story. Let's keep reading, but feel free to pause at any time. Are you ready? ¡Vámonos! La casa de Marcelo es grande y también hay muchas personas en su familia. Entonces, hay muchos quehaceres todos los días para mantener la casa organizada. Afortunadamente, todos los miembros de la familia colaboran con las actividades de la casa. Él es el papá de Marcelo. Su quehacer es cortar el césped. El papá corta el césped en el patio y enfrente de la casa. Marcelo tiene dos quehaceres: barrer y aspirar. Él barre el piso y aspira las alfombras en todos los espacios de la casa. La mamá de Marcelo tiene un quehacer muy importante en su familia: preparar la cena. Ella prepara la cena porque es la mejor cocinera de la familia. El primo de Marcelo tiene un gran trabajo: lavar los platos. Él lava los platos después de cenar. Es un experto. Ella es la abuela. Su quehacer es regar las plantas. La abuela riega las plantas en el patio y en la casa. La tía de Marcelo también ayuda. Su quehacer es sacar la basura. Ella saca la basura de todos los espacios de la casa. El hermanito de Marcelo no tiene quehaceres porque es un niño pequeño. Él come y juega todo el día. Marcelo es muy feliz porque su familia trabaja unida. Pero una situación inesperada afecta a la familia, especialmente a Marcelo. Continuará. ¿Continuará? To be continued? You're kidding me. Oof, this book is so good. I really like how everyone in Marcelo's family pitched in, because that would be a lot of chores for just one person. Let's look at the list and repeat after me to practice your pronunciation. Okay? Let's do this. Cortar el césped. To cut the grass or mow the lawn. Barrer. To sweep. Aspirar. To vacuum. Preparar la cena. To prepare dinner or make dinner. Lavar los platos. To wash the dishes. Regar las plantas. To water the plants. Sacar la basura. To take out the trash. Yeah, I think I would pass out if I had to do all of these chores on my own. Usually, when my family gets together, my chores are to wash the dishes and to take out the trash. Lavar los platos y sacar la basura. So, if you ask me, ¿cuáles son tus quehaceres? What are your chores? I would say, yo lavo los platos y saco la basura. What about you? What are your chores? ¿Cuáles son tus quehaceres? Look at your sheet and pick one or two chores that may apply to you. Then pause the video and try to answer the question in a complete sentence. Go ahead. Great job. Now, depending on the chore and on whether or not you take turns with other family members to complete them, you may have to do them every day, a few times a week, or every other week. This calendar, for example, shows how Marcelo's family divides all of their chores. By the way, in Spanish-speaking countries, the week starts on Monday and ends on Sunday. That's why you see lunes as the first day and domingo as the last one. So, based on the chart, how often does el papá cut the grass? He only cuts the grass once a week. Una vez a la semana. El papá corta el césped una vez a la semana. Say it with me. El papá corta el césped una vez a la semana. Other people, like my brother, cut the grass twice a month. Dos veces al mes. Mi hermano corta el césped dos veces al mes. Say it with me. Mi hermano corta el césped dos veces al mes. So, think about your family. Who cuts the grass and how often? ¿Quién corta el césped y cada cuánto? Do they do it once a week? Una vez a la semana? or twice a month? Dos veces al mes. Pick the one that best applies to your family. If this situation doesn't apply to your family, then imagine that you live in a place that requires mowing the lawn and someone has to do this chore. Who is that person? Pause the video so that you have more time to speak. Now, how often does Marcelo's mom have chores? She has chores every day, todos los días, because she helps by making dinner every night. Remind me how to say to make or prepare dinner? Yes, preparar la cena. So, how would you say that Marcelo's mom makes dinner every day? La mamá de Marcelo Good. La mamá de Marcelo prepara la cena todos los días. Good job. You may also name the specific day or days of the week when you do a chore. For example, Marcelo's aunt and cousin take turns doing the dishes Monday to Saturday, and the father helps on Sundays. So we can say that la tía lava los platos los lunes, miércoles y viernes. And what would you say about the cousin? El primo lava los platos los martes, jueves y sábados. Y el papá lava los platos los domingos. Awesome. Let's say all of this together. La tía lava los platos los lunes, miércoles y viernes. El primo lava los platos los martes, jueves y sábados. Y el papá lava los platos los domingos. Excelente. Now, let me turn it over to you one last time. Think about you and your family, the chores everyone does and how often you do them. Try to use as many chores from the list as you can to say how often you and other family members help at home. Don't rush it. Pause and take your time to think and speak. Use your PDF sheet and the hint on screen. Excelente, my friend. I think I heard you say, yo lavo los platos 3 veces a la semana. That's pretty impressive. Let's recap what you learned today. In this lesson, you learned how to talk about your family's chores and how often they do them. I loved reading Ceniciento, Cinderella with you. I wonder why the book is called Ceniciento, a Cinderella story, when the story is about Marcelo. Ooh, I really can't wait to read the rest. Okay, I'll wait until our next lesson so we can finish it together. Yay! In the meantime, keep practicing your Spanish. See you next class. Ciao. Nos vemos. Hey.